should be good. Okay. Ooh, I'm excited for this one. Gonna be making 100 plus board games. I think it's like 127 to be exact, but I don't know why I'm doing this really. I'm bored, I think is the main reason. It's the weekend. I'm like, why not have a stupid amount of board games to rank? As you can see, we have a lot here. A lot. All of which are gonna be ranked thoroughly today. Or not thoroughly. Thoroughly would mean I actually play the games, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna give a quick summary of all the games and well, just rank them on S, F. Here, let's go here. Yeah. I have a tier list that I made that I spent like an hour making because I had to find every little picture of every single thing. But yeah, just simple tier list. One, I wanted to see how many games I had. I am a collector, very much so. But two, I wanted to see. I wanted to make a video and a stream of a bunch of different video games in case anyone has ever seen a video game or a board game. I'll make a bunch of tier lists for anyone who's seen a board game, but I don't know if it's good or not. But I have a lot, so I can hopefully help those people who need a board game and just rank it for them. Like if anyone wants Incoherent Family, or like, oh, I've heard of Plunder or Spotted, but I don't know how good it is. That's what today we're gonna be doing. Yeah, lots of a ton of board games back here, all stacked. So although it looks kind of small, it's still a lot, decent amount. But yeah. So here are the tiers. Oh, let me get rid of this. Oh. That's from last stream. So here's a bunch of different tiers from S to F. S being, hey, you need to go out of your way to get this game. I don't care where you are right now, go get it. Buy it off Amazon, play it tonight. That's how good this game is. A would be if you're walking through Target or something, or a store, and you're like, I've seen that game. That's interesting. I would buy it if I'm at it and it's convenient to buy. B would be, I like the game. I would play it at another person's house, but I wouldn't get it myself. C would be, let's avoid this game. It's pretty bad. Don't get it. And then F is finally well, it's absolute trash. Never ever get this game. If you ever get a hold of it, burn it. Burn it into the ground. That's how bad this game is. Finally, this category down here, DP, didn't play. Although I have all these board games down here, all of these. I haven't actually played all of them. Because surprisingly, people don't want to play board games 24/7, 365. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, people have actual lives, and I have to abide by those other people's lives. So I have a couple of these that I haven't played. I don't know when to get them, but 95% of these I have played. Most of them. Just a couple few that I haven't. So yeah. Each board game rank is gonna give a quick little summary of it, and then why it's good or bad, and then put it on here. So without further ado, let's start with let's start with the what's it called? Whatever the top one is. Oh, first up. Fun fact about this one, I got it from Dave and Buster's. Because, sadly, Dave and Buster's doesn't have the best prizes as some other places, but I have a couple that are decent. But wait, the first one is Wheel of Fortune in a box. Contents. We have a wheel. So there's a bunch of cards and a marker. To be honest, I don't think I've actually played this one, but I'm going to assume it's just like any other Wheel of Fortune game. So let me go over here. Yeah, any other Wheel of Fortune game. It's just a wheel, some cards, and guess the thing. So that's what I assume it's going to be, but I have not actually done this one or played it fully. So there, first one down. Woo! So that was first. Now let's pick up the next little goodie, shall we? So this one I have played. It's called Fantastic Beasts. What's it called? Niffler Challenge. I played this once because it's a kids game. Very much so for young folk. Now if you notice, we have this guy. And if you notice, they don't really fit inside each other anymore. It's like you open it, you make it, and then you can't go back in the box. So that's one of the things I've always hated about this one. But basically this game, you have this little tray, and you have this Niffler on this little tray, and it works back and forth, and you have to put coins on the tray and try to make sure it knocks into the other side. So as you can see here, see how the coins can fall off to each other side. You don't want to get the coins on your side, basically. It's a pretty cute game. And because of the whole Niffler situation, definitely going to be ranked lower. So let's see, where is it? Here it is. In terms of gameplay, I mean, it's a kid's game. It's not as good as some other games out there. So I'll put in C. It's not absolute trash, I don't think. Granted, I have to compare it to all the other games, but as of right now, it's not absolute trash. Don't get it. Just don't get it. It's not worth it unless you're a kid and you like Nifflers and you like coins. That's about it. So, next game. Keep this moving. Now this one, I think is pretty good. Monopoly Go. No, can't really tell what's in it, but basically, main premise of this game, I can open the box. So you basically have 4 players, have these boards, look like this, and basically you have to build 4 towers in order to win, or you have to build a tower of 4 things. So as you go around the board, you collect these. If you can focus. Yeah, it's not focusing. Oh well. Collect these little pieces and you stack them on top of each other to make towers, like an actual skyscraper. Hence why, get that little bit of Monopoly out of it. So you'd run around these and you collect colors and you build towers on these 4 properties up here. And that's the basic gist of it. In terms of like how quick it is, if you want to play a Monopoly that takes about 15 minutes, this is it. This does not take an ungodly amount of time to play. It is a simple, takes about 5 minutes to learn the rules. It's not that hard. But just quick roll the dice, roll the dice, roll the dice, roll the dice. And you quickly build these properties and you quickly win or lose. So in terms of like Monopoly games, this is a bit of an outlier from the classic Monopolies, but personally, I enjoy it a lot, actually. Also, played based off the mobile game, hence why it's also, fast and quick. But also comes with a very unique box. You don't get unique boxes anymore, usually, in the board game world. That's also pretty neat about it. So we're going to find it. Monopoly Go. This is what it looks like online. I would give it A tier. It's fun to play, it's easy to learn, and it goes very fast. Very fast. So you play like about 4 rounds of this game, about an hour-ish. And I actually think it's pretty fun. So next up, we have another good game. Goonies Never Say Die. I personally really enjoy this game. I'm not going to take it out of the package because it's just too many pieces, but basically this game is a much simpler Dungeons and Dragons type of deal. You play as a Goondocks master, and you basically have one person that's DMing it or GMing it, and they act as the bad guys. So if you've ever seen the Goonies, like the Fratellis, and they what's it called? You act as the bad guy, and then the other players, will have to fight against you if you're the GM. And it's a much simpler version of D&D. Instead of having so many different character traits, you have 3 character traits. Everyone has a specific amount of character traits. A couple dice, not like 5 of them. But in terms of you want to play D&D, but you don't want to actually go fully into D&D, this game's actually pretty cool little trinket. It comes with 7 stories, so it's very replayable as well. So yeah, and then the board changes every single time you play, which is nice, and you can even make your own stories with it. In terms of learning how to play, it's a little bit of a steep curve. It's a complicated game a little bit, but I really enjoy it. You have to play like 2 or 3 times before you can actually fully grasp it, but once you do, it's great. I actually really like this one. So here is Goonies. What tier? If you see this at Target, I would recommend getting it. It goes above Monopoly Go, simply because of like the story and the characters and how everything works. I personally love unique board games, and this is one of those unique board games. So Goonies A tier. If you see it, get it. But of course, there's something else that is part of the Goonies universe. It's the DLC, because this game actually got a DLC to it. it might be hard to find a couple of games in here. So this is an expansion, Goonies Under the Goondocks. Now, sadly, I haven't been able to play it as much as I want to because I actually haven't finished the original Goonies game. Because this game, like I said, has 7 stories. So this is an expansion you can play as other people, I believe. But I'm forcing myself not to play it until I actually beat all 7 levels in the original game. But once I do, I'm sure it'll be fun because you play as Brand, Andy, and Steph in this one, which were just cards in the other one. So you got a couple new characters, probably a couple new adventures, and a couple new bosses and stuff. So yeah, well, I haven't played it. I would say probably good. I don't know yet. I say that hesitantly. If you get this, you might as well get that. I don't know. It's up to you. All right, next. Next is Inconceivable. They have The Princess Bride. It's a storybook game. So like the Goonies, it also has multiple different adventures. You play as, when you're playing it, you're basically working together with the other players to win against the game type of deal. You can see the board right here. It's a storybook, so which makes sense because it's an adventure book game, like the Princess Bride story. But the game is actually like the boards are like pages through a story, which I think is a very neat element to it. Basically, each turn, players can play as all these characters. I believe. Like in the first story, you have they're called what their names? That's it. The 2 main characters, the girl and the boy, whatever his name is. You play as these 2 in the first adventure, and you just have to get a couple of wishes. You have to complete missions on the side. So you get these guys. You have the book. You have missions that you have to complete. In terms of learning, it's not that hard to learn. It's actually relatively simple, I believe, if I remember right. So it's not that bad of a learning curve. You just have to play it once and then you really get it. But even while you're playing, you'll learn pretty easily. And the cool thing about it is that it gets harder as it goes on as well. So it starts off easy so you can get your toes wet and make sure you know how to play, and then it gets harder as you go through. Like Goonies, I have not completed every single story in this one, which is sad. But it's hard to organize game nights. But in terms of a game, I think it is fun to play. I like it. However, this game, in terms of compared to these 2, I don't think it's as fun as those 2. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it high B tier, high B tier or low A tier. We'll see. This play it at another person's house, see it, not that bad, give it a try, see what happens type of deal. Not bad, but it's not the best, if you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, that's Princess Bride. Good movie. Let's see what's next. Next, we have another Monopoly. You can see pretty soon how many Monopolies I actually have. This one's Monopoly Builder. Basically, as you can see on the back, you have the board, you have the classic Monopoly. So this is more of the original Monopoly type of style. But instead of building houses and stuff, you build towers. So you build lots of towers. In the middle, each of you gets towers. Other than that, it's the same as regular Monopoly. It's long. If I remember right, it is shorter than actual Monopoly, but it's still a decently long game. and learning. If you know how to play Monopoly, you know how to play Monopoly, you know how to play Monopoly Builder. It's pretty same concept, just a couple new things which spice it up a little bit, but in terms of do I think it's good or bad, either between B or C. I would put it high C too. Monopoly can be a little bit of a drag. Same thing applies to this one. Cool, that was an easy one. Next, let's see. Oh, next we have a good one. This, my friends, is an older version of Battleship. This one, I actually enjoy a lot. I used to play this a lot when I was younger. Say as a teenager. Cool thing about it is that it's all part of this one thing. They have like little cool little ships that are all a little detailed, all little pieces. They look pretty cool. And so you have the boards and everything comes inside these little compartments. So you have all the pieces and whatnot. One of the coolest parts about this one is it's electronic. So it literally tells you you have these buttons right here and you press where you're going like an actual control panel. But we're not going to base it off of that because I'm just running a regular Battleship. In terms of original Battleship, that game is fire, literally. I personally like Battleship. I think it's a pretty good game. I think it is long though. But if you know how to play Battleship, you know, it's a very unique game. Just a simple grid system and the rules aren't hard to learn. And I think of all the history with Battleship, I think it's our first S tier. Battleship is great. I love shooting my opponents. I love sinking ships. I think for that reason and for the simple gameplay, easy to learn, and fun to coordinate, I put an S. However, now that I think about it, these games can drag on for a long time. A long time, especially if you're unlucky. S or A, S or A, S or... It's just too long. A little bit controversial. We're gonna put an A tier today. A tier, great game. I recommend it. If you see that store, you better get it. If you don't have it, it's a classic. You better get it. So, Battleship, as much as I would love to put you in S, you're going in A for the drag of it. Yeah, okay. So, next up. Let's see. Next up, we have Jungle Cruise. So, you know, Disney game. Also, another Ravensburger. This game is basically you traveling on a jungle cruise against the other players. As you can see, you basically have this huge map of like the rivers of wherever it's set place in. You're a skipper and basically have to grab cargo, grab people, and travel across what is it called? Alberta or the Nile, but not the Nile, Amazon, maybe. In terms of how it is, I think it's a very unique game. Usually Disney games aren't that unique, but they are unique, but it's bad. This one I actually enjoy a decent amount because you have little boats that go through, and you have little boats that go through the map, but you also have like your own personal skipper boats that you have to micromanage and make sure your passengers don't fall off the ship or any cargo falls off the ship, while also traveling different treks and whatnot. So for that, I would say, where is it? First I gotta find it. Where's J? Oh, where is it? Gotta be here somewhere. I'm completely blind. Happy with all the. Where is it? I really forget about this. I couldn't have. Might be here. Where is it? There it is. That took way too long. So I like it. Learning curve, if I remember right, isn't that bad. Certainly not the hardest thing you ever played, obviously. But I also think not the greatest thing you've ever played. It is not bad, but I think it is in more the middle. It's more the meh area. In terms of uniqueness and fun and overall how good of a board game it is. That goes there. Right, next up. We have Fast and Furious Highway Heist. Now, another story about this one. I actually got it from a Walgreens for like $5. So in terms of price, it was great. It was cheap. In terms of gameplay, basically, as you can see here, you have this road, this huge road that you have to go through, and they have missions to complete. I think I played it like once. I completed the one with like I think it was the tank when I did. I do like the concept. I think it's very unique. You don't have this kind of like car chase in a board game, which is really cool. To be honest, I don't remember that much, but I do think it is a good game. And for the price I got it, it was a fantastic game. I think it was another Ravens. I know it's a Funko game, so it's part of the Funko games. I think it's like kind of similar to Jungle Cruise in that it's a meh game. Like, it doesn't take too long to learn, but it's not the most fun game to play. However, I do think it's more fun than Jungle Cruise, so B tier, but in front of it type of deal. And next was next up we have Space Invaders. This is a more recent game. I actually had fun with it. It's very, very easy to learn because it's basically a catapult game. You can see down here you have this little catapult that you have to shoot and hit those guys with. So it's basically how good is your aim type of deal. And for Space Invaders, I think that's really fun because that is literally how you play Space Invaders. And you just have to hit the guys just like the video game. In terms of concept, I think it's very unique. There's not many games that actually have a little catapult that you flick. And it matches so well with the video game that you have to give credit where credit's due. I think they nailed the board game adaptation of Space Invaders. I think it is fun because you just see things flying every single time you have to flick it. You just have to flick, hope it lands on something, and take it out. However, with that being said, there's also the cleanup portion of it, if you flick it too hard, those little pieces will go flying everywhere. And they will take about 2 minutes to find if it goes like under the table or something. So because of that, I am going to put it, I'm going to put it, I think it's still good. It's either, I think it's above Princess Bride in terms of fun, how fun it is, like a game. And you know what? I'm going to put it under Monopoly Go, bottom of A2. I think it is a fun game in terms of my teenage opinion. Oh yeah. That part. Okay. Gatorade, rehydrate a little bit. Okay. Next up. What's next? What's next? Next up, we have Command of Nature. Now, this is our first card game / board game of the list. This is more of a mixture because of the complexity of it. This is Command of Nature. This is actually the Kickstarter edition because I do like browsing the board game section of Kickstarter. Basically, it's a deck building game. You have to basically choose a faction, 1 of 4, and you start off with a couple cards. There's a shop, and basically throughout the game, you just build your deck better and better. It's like you make a pyramid out of it, a pyramid of cards, and you have to go against another player. I played it a while back, and I like deck building games, so I'm a little bit biased in that fact. So I thought it was pretty fun. But like compared to like Dominion or something, it's lackluster. But there's also an expansion with it too that I got. These guys. This expansion I did actually play. I actually played this expansion. You basically build your decks and try to make it powerful, just as any other deck builder. One thing I will say is that the board game part of it does make up for it, as in the game you have your little card, your little big faction card, and throughout the game you unlock new abilities, new turn stuff you can do. So you might be able to draw an extra card or something later in the game because you've gotten so good it only gets better type of deal, which I think is a very unique element that I really like. So for Command of Nature, I would put it, if I can find it, there it is. One of these is the expansion of these Kickstarter. Command of Nature. Granted, I paid for it before it ever even released, so I don't think it's A tier. I wouldn't just go and get it. I would research a little bit and play it once before you get it. So I'm gonna put these two in category. And I think, yeah, I think they deserve to be up there with B, on top of B. So, next up, let's see. Oh, we're getting, this isn't a board game, let's be real. but I have it, so I might as well rank it, because why not? Death at a Dive Bar, murder mystery game. Because I like murder mystery stuff. I believe the thing about it though that I don't like is I believe oh, thanks Raven Fall for the follow. I think what's it called? I think this game, the one-time use. So it's like that's the thing about murder mystery stuff is that you can't you can only play it once before well, just you can only play it once. So for that reason, I would say I wouldn't recommend getting it. It's not worth like these other games we can play multiple times over and over. Do think it's better than Fantastic Beasts, so we're gonna put it C2. Don't get it unless you have some extra money to spend. It's not worth the one-time use. But yeah, that's Death at the Dive Bar. See what's next. Ugh. Next up, we have Squid Game. You know, a board game of Squid Game of the show. Love the show, but I haven't actually played this one, so it's gonna go in the didn't play category. I did get it because like, why not? I think it was on sale when I got it. Basically, you go through all 6 games in this one, and I think it's literally just the exact same thing as Squid Game, just you play as players. One thing I did notice whenever I opened the box though, is the glass bridge section. Just like, you know, if you're a glass maker, you can kind of tell which tiles are the right tiles to go on. And I did not like that. That was lazy in terms of board game design. It's just slightly off, and it messed with my mind a little bit. It messed, like, if you're gonna make it random, make it fully random type of deal. But I haven't played it, so I'm just gonna put it didn't play. Netflix game is what it is. So next up, New York Zoo. This game, I don't actually remember getting this one. It was a while back, but it's a bigger box than normal. It's longer. I actually enjoyed this one a lot. Basically, you have to make the New York Zoo. As you can see, each player has their own little board that they have, and using a bunch of little tiles, as you can see over here, bunch of tiles, random tiles that you can pick up. You place them on your board, and you basically make a whole zoo. Ooh. One of my favorites that I've not played. Which game is that? Yeah, New York Zoo. I really like it. I actually play this one with my mother. I have played with my mother a lot because she likes animals and I like animals, and hey, it's a board game about animals, so I think it's pretty good. Basically, I have 4 animals. You got flamingos, meerkats, penguins, and kangaroos. So a very unique assortment, and you just make a zoo out of it. Quite simple, but it's actually pretty unique gameplay. In terms of learning, it's not that hard to learn, and I personally enjoy it. So we're gonna rank that. I actually think it's pretty good. We're gonna rank that A tier because I enjoy it a lot. If I can find it, where is it? Where is it? Oh, there's so many. All right, there you are. New York Zoo. New York Zoo. Ooh, Ark Nova. I haven't heard of Ark Nova. Ark Nova. What's that one about? Raven. A tier. Better than Space Invaders. I think it's better than Monopoly Go. So I'm gonna put an A tier up here. Cool. A tier. New York Zoo. Highly recommend that one. Get it if you see it. Next up. Next up is the classic, the board game. The board game, just the board game. Settlers of Catan, or however you say Catan, or Catan. Okay, let's be real here. It's a good game. I like it. I still don't think people have replicated that either, that I've seen or that I've played. Very unique premise, cool little builder game, and if you haven't heard of Catan, then I feel sorry for you, but get it now. Play it yourself, see how it is. Basically a bunch of a tile game where you have to basically make your own colony type of deal. Make roads, make buildings, make settlements. You have to collect a bunch of resources. And you build. And if you build enough, you win type of deal. I highly recommend it. I love this game. In fact, I have this game on my phone because great if you're bored, you can play it and spend like an hour on it and then be done with it. And hey, if you're ever bored and need it, that's why I have it on my phone. So, next up, Ticket to Ride. Love Ticket to Ride. I think it's a very unique concept. A very unique concept. I think it got trains, right? That's why there's a big train on box. I like it. I think it took a little bit tedious getting all the trains if I remember right. But I liked getting all the train cards, getting those wild trains and hoping for the best. In terms of how good it is, I would recommend it. I wouldn't say it's as good as like Catan or something, but I would still say it's pretty good. It's a classic one. And they have a bunch of different versions of it as well. So I would, where would I put it? I'd probably put it A tier. Better than Space Invaders, better than Napago. I do think these games are better than it, but I'm gonna put Ticket to Ride under the New Year's Zoo. Like the game, love the trains, train guy, love getting that transcontinental railroad. If you ever see it, get it. If you don't have it, I like it. It's pretty good. So, after that, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Pirate game. I think I've played this once, but it was a while ago. Basically, you're on this cruise ship, Skeleton's Revenge cruise ship. You're on this pirate ship, Skeleton's Revenge, and basically, you have to get treasure and escape, if I remember right. It's a tile game. No, it's about creating. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll have to look out for Ark Noah. Okay, I'll keep that in mind whenever I look for another new game, like on Prime Day or something. Yeah, Dead Men Tell No Tales, pirate game, tile building game. You basically enter a pirate ship, and it's a random dungeon-like game. Go through room by room, and it's burning as you're going through it. So you have like time limit a little bit. Get the treasure and escape. I don't remember much of it. So what would I do? I would say it's worse than the other pirate game, The Goonies. It's definitely not as good as that, I don't think. I like that aspect, how it works. But I think it deserves A tier. I'd put it above Space Invaders. Yeah, that seems right. Cool. Next, fun game. Apples to Apples. Our first party game. This is the family version or the junior version because I got this like 5 or 6 years ago. For my first board games I have. I like it. I think it's fun. It's games where you're basically arguing with other people about whether something matches a card. So like for example, it says what's gigantic? And you can just find the random random things like a cruise ship, an Eiffel Tower. You just have to argue with it. That's the I'm sure the adult version is a lot more fun. But for the kids version, if you like it, and if you don't want to make anything raunchy, I recommend it. Apples to Apples, I think it's a fun game. I think it was the first. All these other games like what's it called? New Phone Who Dis type stuff. They have nothing on Apples to Apples. Apples to Apples was the original. And for that, I think they deserve a little bit of a bump up because they were the original people that developed it. In terms of fun, I think it is actually really fun. It's really easy to learn too, which is nice. So I would put it. I would actually put it right here. It's crazy. Crazy take over the other two. But I actually really enjoyed it. I've argued so many times over that game, comparing apples to apples. Even when I'm right, I'm still wrong. But yes, if you see that game at Target, get it. It's fun. The original New Phone Who Dis or what's it called? Incoherent Family or something. Yeah. Cool. Bone Crust. Next up. Indiana Jones. So I think this is another Funko game if I remember right. Yeah, Funko. Next up we have Indiana Jones Sands of Adventure. I played this a couple times actually. I do think it has pretty unique aspects of it, which is hard to find based on all the games I've seen. It has this, basically you're timed, but it's not the normal timer. You're timed with gems. So you basically have this little contraption where you have this timer and you have gems that you put on the top. And once the gems fall, the timer begins. So in this game, there's 2 rounds. First round, you just basically set up phase, and you just get as much resources as you can, and you have to put gems on this little contraption on this little turntable thing. And basically, the more gems you put on, the heavier it gets, to the point where it eventually turns over, and the timer turns, the hourglass flips, and the fast round starts. So you have like 60 seconds, or however long that timer is. Just go fast, like a full-on panic mode as you try and beat the level type of deal. And for that reason alone, it's incredibly hard to, what's it called? It's incredibly hard to make yourself panic in a board game. But this game does, so I applaud it for making me like go rapid fire, ding 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 ding, trying to place as many cards down as fast as we can, trying to get everyone to play the right card down to get it. We have like 60 seconds and that's about it. So for that unique element of the game, it's also not that hard to learn the game as well. So for that reason, I believe it would go, let's see, well, I think it was more fun than I think it goes below New York Zoo, but above Ticket to Ride. Indiana Jones I actually really enjoyed. You don't really expect to get scared in a board game, but that you can get really frightened really quickly. Next up. Another Netflix game. Stranger Things. I think I got this one from Prime Day, whatever that is. I actually haven't played it. I'm noticing a trend with these Netflix games. I haven't played this one either. I think actually I literally can't say what I think because I have no clue how it is. See it? I don't know. Read how it is. I haven't played it. So for that reason, it's just gonna put that down here to didn't play. Yep. No clue how it is. Can't say a single word about it. Gotta get rid of these games first. So, next up, we have Monopoly Cheaters Edition. Now, if you hated playing Monopoly with your friends, you're gonna hate this one even more. Because it's Monopoly, but now you can cheat. And if you ever got mad, yes, I personally love this Monopoly. My family hates this Monopoly, truly. They're very competitive, and so whenever you steal like 500 from the bank and no one notices, they get really mad. I've only been able to play this game once, only once, but I loved playing it. I loved keeping an eye on people as they try to figure out who's cheating and who isn't, and you have to be as sneaky as possible and to not get handcuffed with literal handcuffs. But yeah, I think in terms of Monopoly, the long, arduous game of Monopoly, this spices it up so much to the point where you don't really get that feeling of long game of Monopoly, which is what I like about this one. Because it's just fun hurting people's feelings and making sure they cry as they as their piece goes back to start. There was Cheaters Edition up here. Yeah, Monopoly. There it is. For that reason. Oh. That's so messed up. Even. Did they hate you after playing that game? I'll put under Battleship. I think Battleship's still a little bit better, but I personally love Monopoly. Okay. Let's see. Next Monopoly, because I have a ton of Monopolies, because they make so many collabs with Monopolies. Such a shame they can't, what's it called? Collab with like other games, right? Monopoly is like, if you're an IP, Monopoly is the game you go to if you want to make a board game. This is Animal Crossing Monopoly. This is actually one of the more recent ones, based on New Horizons. Just like regular Monopoly. In terms of what's different about it, to be honest, not much. I think you have the separate shop and you have Nick Bells and stuff. I do love the character pieces though, because they're all not sure if you can notice, but they each have their own little spots up there. Yeah, each character has their own little unique little trait to them, and I really enjoyed that part. It's very hard to get good pieces in video games, and they actually put in the thought and effort to make good pawn pieces. However, I do think it's still just regular Monopoly. Regular Monopoly with an IP attached to it, slapped on. So, I think I wouldn't get it personally. I would say put it down here and see. Don't get it. Get the original Monopoly. Get this Monopoly right here, Cheaters Edition. That's a better Monopoly. Yeah. Okay. Next up. Guess what it is? It's another Monopoly. Fall Guys Edition. This I was surprised to see, actually. I was not expecting Fall Guys, of all people, to actually make it big with Monopoly. Now, compared to Animal Crossing, I do think it's funny because they actually have traps in here like Fall Guys obstacles. As you can see in the back here on the board, you have different little obstacles like a hammer, you got the seesaw, got the pushing, and I appreciate how I appreciate those little obstacles. It adds a better element than Animal Crossing did. Other than that, it's just like regular Monopoly, but with a couple obstacles in it that can like knock your player over type of deal, your piece. So, by reason, it's going. Where's it going? I think it's better. I think better than Animal Crossing. Is it? Should it be in B tier? Should you? Would I recommend? For Monopolies, this is probably his best, one of the better ones. So we're gonna say B tier. If you ever play it at someone else's house first before you actually buy it. So, what's next? Let's see. I think we're gonna start going into the card games. We're gonna do a little bit of rapid fire with this one. So there's this really fun game called Spot It, where you have probably about 300 different versions of these little tin games. The basic premise is you have these circular cards, and you basically have to spot the same thing between the two. Here, let me open it. Or two, because I can easily show. So you have two cards, place them down, and you have to find the same thing that's same thing with it. So for this one, this is the fishing edition. What's the same? The clam. But right here you can see the clam and clam right there. Yeah. And basically you have to call out, hey, the clam is the thing that's the same with these two items. And yeah. It's a very simple game. It's very easy to learn. But you can get mad at yourself very easily if it's like literally the biggest thing on there and you can't call it out in time. But in terms of game, I do think it's pretty fun. And as you can see, I have like 5 different versions of this game because I've collected a couple over the years. So in terms of like try to rank these, it'd be based off of what pictures are on here, but I think they all deserve to be in the same tier. I do think all 5 of them are they S tier? I don't. I can't put it S tier. It's not as good as Catan. Oh, board games. On this tier list, it says 112 images. So that's how many board games. I literally spent about an hour. What's it called? Taking every single board game from 2 different closets just to set it up behind me for this. Yeah. So yeah, 112 board games. It's a lot. It is a lot. Yes. So, Spot It. I would put it high A tier. Cheater's Edition's more fun. It's pretty close to apples to apples. But I'd put it under apples to apples. Yeah. Hopefully, I need to look that one up. I'm just gonna put these Spot-Its all in the same tier because they're basically the exact same thing with different colorations. I forget one. There's no way I forgot one. Doesn't matter. All Spot-Its are basically the same. Okay. Next up. E.T. Phone Home. Another Funko Games. However, this also goes in the didn't play. Here's what the deck looks like. Develop your own ideas. I have no clue how this game goes because I definitely have not played it. So that's going straight to did not play. Where are you, E.T.? Here it is. Alright. Next up. Ethan. There we go. Music back. Great. Okay. Next one. These two go together. But they are different games. They're made by the same people, but they're different games. Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. If you ever want to hurt your hand as hard as you possibly can, this is the game for you. Then, this is their new one that came out recently. Moose Match Mayhem. I absolutely love Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. It hurts, it's painful, and you basically destroy your knuckles in the process. But I do think it is a fantastic game. You basically have to say Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza in that order, and everyone has the card. Each person has their deck. They flip the top card, they say taco. The next person flips a top card, they say cat. And basically, once the card matches up with what you say, you slap your hand down as hard as possible. Whoever is the last to slap their hand down loses. Now, Moose Match Mayhem, this one, you basically more of a Exploding Kitten style where you collect 3 cards. So you have to collect matching sets of 3. You basically put out a bunch of cards and everyone says Moose Match Mayhem before they all point to a deck or slap their hand on the deck. And you basically split the cards, or if someone is on the same deck as yours, then I believe something happens. But basically it's a matching 3-set game. To be honest, not as good as Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. It's once you play Exploding Kittens, you basically see the whole match 3 in every board game after. But Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, this was actually the Halloween edition. I have to be honest, I think it goes above. Actually, I'm gonna put that in S tier. I do think it's worthy of Catan. I think it is very worthy of Catan. Actually, this is the Halloween edition. Got it from Barnes and Nobles because I actually I played it a while back, but I actually didn't have it until then. But yeah, I know crazy S tier, but I do think it deserves S tier. Not as much as Catan, but I think it is a very fun card game. So next up, Wheel of Fortune card game. I have no clue where I got this. There's a chance it literally just appeared in my arsenal at some point or another. I think I'm pretty sure I've played this once. I'm not even sure though. Focus. I'm sure I'll focus at some point. There we go. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. I think you literally just try and guess the word if I remember right. But to be honest, I don't remember. So I'm gonna put in didn't play. I think you draw a letter and try to solve the puzzle. It's on the back. I'm putting didn't play though because I honestly don't know. Just like the other Wheel of Fortune game. But yeah. Didn't play. Cool. Next up, we have Monopoly Deal and Monopoly Bid. We have these two. Very similar, but slightly different. These are basically quick Monopoly games. It's like loosely related to Monopoly, but I mean, you have properties and you have bidding, and you have money. That's the resemblances to Monopoly. The Monopoly Deal, another collect 3. So you have to collect. For this time, you actually have to collect. You have to collect property sets, like in Monopoly, how you collect. What's it called? Like 3 blues or Boardwalk and Park Place. You have to do that here, but with properties. So you basically have a bunch of properties and you have a bunch of money, and you basically have to fight with the other person to get all those properties. And there's action cards and whatnot. This is pretty much the exact same thing, but slightly different. It might literally be the exact same thing, just with a different name. In terms of ones, I think this one's slightly better if I remember right. Whenever I played it, but basically collect properties, use action cards, use money to outbid the other person. Done. So I think they'll probably go in the same spot. In terms of how fun they are, I think, to be honest, I wouldn't recommend it to get it. I would just I would try it out first before you get it. I think it goes. I don't think it's C tier. I don't think it's bad. I think you just have to see if you like it, type of deal. So next up, Yahtzee to go. This is basically Yahtzee, but you can do whatever you want, or like travel with it. So basically, I have Yahtzee and regular Yahtzee on here. I think. Let me see if I can have it. Yes, I do have regular Yahtzee, but I don't want to go digging for it. So this one, I think it's fun. I think it's cool that you can travel with it. Really just Yahtzee, but travel edition. If you like Yahtzee, I'm not gonna put this. I'm gonna rank Yahtzee as Yahtzee. Whenever we get to that one, but Yahtzee Travel Edition, I think it's fun because I think it's travel. It's loud though, as Yahtzee is. So I would put it A tier, bottom A tier. Once Yahtzee comes up, probably be up here. But this is just a sneak peek to the Yahtzee. Up next, back to the more board game stuff. We have Dungeons and Dragons. This is actually the Stranger Things Dungeons and Dragons. I got this one day because I was like, hey, this is kind of really, I like Dungeons and Dragons. This would be a good way to start Dungeons and Dragons, is based off of a Stranger Things, you know, the Dungeons and Dragons themed show. So I got it one day. It has a book of what's called an adventure in it. Sadly, this is basically when I realized I am not good at Dungeons and Dragons. So that's why I like Goonies a lot better, because it's a lot easier. Dungeons and Dragons, I don't have to actually come up with my own character and what's it called, roleplay and improvise. I have a very hard time improvising. So Dungeons and Dragons, I'm gonna offend so many people, but I think it is probably for me, just for me, not for the community. Please do not come after me. D&D. I say try it first. It's not bad. Try it first. I would put it below these card games though. So that's Dungeons and Dragons. Following the Stranger Things theme, we have this one. This one actually came out recently, to the point where I have not played it. Not that I couldn't play it, but like it came out so recently that like I haven't had time to actually bring it somewhere to play it. So I don't know how it is. It looks cool. Basically a game where you have to go between the Upside Down and the regular land. I think I do think it's gonna be fun. I think it's a generic strategy board game, but I'm a Stranger Things guy, so I'm a little bit biased. So we're gonna put it. I didn't play, but I would probably. My guess is it would probably go an A. That's my guess based on just looking at it. Oh. Okay. What's next? Let's see. Next up, they have this huge game. It's probably like a $60 game. So it's a pretty big game. I think it's interesting. I've not played it yet. It's also one of the ones I got recently. But it looks like another similar to Catan type thing. But basically make your own island or whatever, your own board. I'm looking at it right. But I can't say anything because I haven't played it. That's going in the unplayed areas. I did not play already Kingdom Builder. Cool. Okay. Up next. Wordle. This I actually got for a birthday present. Yes, this is a Wordle board game, not the Wordle video game, or not the Wordle website, New York Times game. This is an actual board game. It is literally Wordle if you could write it in real life and compete against other people. That's about it. I think I like Wordle. It's just a Wordle game. It's just a it's called riding the hype train. Riding that trend like a wave. I would say it goes probably. I wouldn't get it. Just go. Is it trash? You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a ball on the sea and move this down. Sorry, Fantastic Beast. You were one of the first. I think it's safe to say after seeing all of these fantastic games, you deserve the trash too. Don't get it. Wordle's pretty close. I wouldn't call it trash, but still, I wouldn't recommend getting it. Up next. A word game. Classic. Categories. Never played this one before. It's basically you have a minute to name like 10 different items with that start with the same letter. So you roll a dice, an alphabet dice, and you get a minute to write down as many words that correspond with the little group things, the like the titles, whatever they want you to put down. You have to make words that follow it. So like if I can find one. Like in list 2, they roll dice. Let's say they roll this huge dice. You get a B, and so you have a minute to jot down 12 different things. Like it says, number 1, famous female. So you have to start by you have to say a famous female that starts with the name with a B. Like Beyonce, and then you go down to medicines and drugs. I don't know one. Or machines, and you basically have to go down the list and name things that start with the letter B, or whatever the dice rolls. I think it is a classic. I think it's worse. I do think it's worse than these. I think it can be fun. Actually, know what? Tough one. I'd rather play. I think Skywars. I think it's still a pretty good game. In my heart, it just tells me it's a good game. Good classic word game that's pretty quick and easy to learn. Simple. Yeah. He's going up there. Up next. I don't want to move the box too much because there's literal marbles that are going in it. This is Kerplunk. Basically, you have this huge tower that you put a bunch of sticks through, and you put a bunch of marbles at the top, and you keep pulling out sticks until all the marbles fall. I actually got this game from from Main Event, so I collected a couple games from Main Event and Dave & Buster's, but this one I think is fun. I do think it's fun, but I also think it's cheap, and it is made for kids. So I would say it probably goes where does it go? It probably goes I find it. I know I have Kerplunk on here. I'd put it bottom of B tier. I'd say figure it out, see if you like it. It's cheap, so if you just want to get the game and you need a game that's like quick and easy and cheap to get Kerplunk, that I think is still pretty fun. But in terms of these, I think it's bottom of B tier. Up next we have a couple of card games. So I said card games, that was a lie. This is a mini arcade machine. Why is it on a board game tier list? I don't know, but I have it, so I guess it's on here now. This is, if you ever see Wreck-It Ralph, the Fix-It Felix little game. And it's literally just how you play it. I actually really like it. But it's like, you can't get much replayability out of it. It's just the same thing over and over, like the same level. You just have to fix a bunch of window panes and stuff. But it's nice having a little Fix-It Felix Jr. arcade game that I can say I have. So we're going to put that at are you Fix-It Felix? There you are. I would. It's not worth the money. Better than this game though. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Get these games before you even look at that one. It's not worth just to get this for like you play it one time. Yeah, Fix Felix. Next up, Christmas story themed playing cards. You ever need playing cards for Christmas to bring over to someone else over Christmas? I mean, hey, why not, right? Don't get it. Get a regular playing cards. But I do think it's funny. This is your gag gift right here. This is definitely your gag gift that you give for White Elephant or something. So I do think it is purely a gag gift, and you should not waste your time getting this. Get an actual deck of cards. Oh, I saw you on here. Where are you? Here you are. It goes in the middle between these two, but just don't get him. Get it as a prank. Get it as a joke. Don't get it as an actual board game or card game or deck of cards. Next up is actually one of my favorites. Yahtzee Frenzy. I do think this is a better version of Yahtzee. It's a different version. I still think it uses the Yahtzee concept very, very well. Basically, you have 4 players, and each have 5 dice. So basically, you pull out 5 different cards, and you can see up here each one has their own little numbers. Like you have to get, there's a 2s, like triple 2s, a straight, 5 of a kind of Yahtzee, and so you have these cards and you have to keep rolling until you get one of those cards. And if you get it, you have to yell out its name and grab the card for points. Pretty simple. It's very easy to learn. I think it's fun just watching all of us scramble to get dice, or get the dice to get the numbers, get all on our side. So I think it's actually pretty high up there because I've enjoyed this one thoroughly. But I think it's better than Ticket to Ride. I'm gonna put it between Indiana Jones and Ticket to Ride. So I think it's pretty fun. You should definitely, like, you see it, get it. I would highly recommend it. I really enjoy it. Next up. There's so many left. There's so many left. Okay. Another Disney game. Haunted Mansion. I don't think I've actually played this one. I've tried to play it, but weren't able to get to it. I have no clue how it is. I do think it's pretty interesting though, based on the back and the art. So I would say, I don't know, check it out, play it at someone else's house first. But it looks pretty good from what I can see. It also looks very unique, which is a big factor. But I have not played it yet, so that will go. Where's my Haunted Mansion? Gonna play, check it out, see if you like it. Next. A fun one. I do think it is a fun one. Incoherent Family, or Incoherent Family Edition. Still a teenager. I personally like this game. So funny watching people struggling to figure out Talk Ode Oozed Hey? What on earth is Talk Ode Oozed A? And just watch as they slowly mouth Talk Ooze Ada Takuzda? Tacosda? And just watching them completely fail miserably trying to say a simple word or phrase. So here's like an example of what the cards look like. Someone pulls up the cards and everyone else has to try and guess what that card is saying. So Wheat 16. Some are easier than others. I recommend it. I actually really like it. I enjoy it a lot. So we're gonna put that. Put incoherent or incoherent family if you have it. Where's it? Where's it? Right here. I would say that's pretty fun. I would put it in A tier. I really like it. Does it go up here? Does it go up here? I would put it up here. I think it's really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. So go get that one. Say the most stupidest things and make sense of it. Next up, I think we do an original, a classic. You know, this one right here. You can tell what it is already. Scrabble. A very, very, very old game. One of the few games that has active championships every single year. And there's some people that are godly at Scrabble. If you never play it, it's basically a word game. It's basically a crossword mixed with a word game that you have to make a bunch of words. If you truly have not played it, I'd recommend it. In terms of a word game, I would argue it is probably the best word game out there. Better than any of the word games that are here. And for that reason, I think it's an S tier. I do think Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza is above it though. I do think it is a very... If you don't have it, go and get it. I do enjoy it a lot. Unless you hate words and hate trying to figure out a very niche 2-letter word and have to pull up the Scrabble dictionary to have a chance at actually getting that word. If you don't like that, then don't get it. But if you do like that, I would definitely get it. No room. Just filling up with board game stacks. Next up, we have New Phone Who Dis, the modern version of Apples to Apples. I think it's literally like, if you've ever seen any single game that's like, here's a card, everyone puts another card down that is a response to that card. This is the modern original of that game. This, I believe, is the one that came out first. Just have a text, someone reads out a text, and you have to reply to that text. Simple as that. You get some pretty stupid and funny answers out of it, though. In terms of... I think it's worse than Incoherent Family, though. I will say that. I think it's worse than Apples to Apples and Incoherent Family. For its generation, I think it is very well made, very well done. But I do think I'll probably put it in B tier. In terms of my enjoyment and how I like it and how I think it should be placed. Monopoly. Down here. Monopoly stays down there. I think if it's right there in B tier, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Up next, up next. Up next, I'm gonna drink. That's what's up here. Cool. Up next, Trivial Pursuit. There's still so many games, guys. There's so many left. Let's check. Let's see how far we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 9, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. We're not even halfway there. Wow. Hour 30. We have an hour and 30 more. Let's just keep on trucking along. So, next up, Trivial Pursuit. Game where you have this board and you basically have to answer trivia questions. And if you answer like a bunch from different categories all right, and you fill out your little piece, then you win. Basically, game for people who know random facts about the world. In terms of how fun it is, I would say it would probably go to see. There you go. It's not trash, but I would say check out these other games first before you look at that. It only gets replayable after like replayable for a couple times before it's just like trivia. Are you smart? Good, you win type of deal. We're gonna put that at C tier. Look at all these games first before you check that one out. Okay. Ooh. Next up, this where are you getting at? Know it. Let's do something fun. Hello everybody and welcome to the Uno segment, where I'm gonna be ranking 6 different versions of Uno for you today. Starting off with classic version of Uno. I'm gonna be honest, it's a fantastic game. Great blend of hating your friends and playing a card game that could take 2 minutes, but could also take 30. I think it's really fun. I think whoever made it, Hasbro, you understood the assignment with this one. I think it's a very good card game. If you have somewhat never played it, if you've never played it before, you basically have a bunch of numbered cards that have a color and a number. A bunch of cards that either have a color and a number. And everyone starts out with 7 cards, and you have to get rid of the cards in your hand. And you only place cards down if it's the same color as the card before it, or the same number. Simple. That's the basic premise of it. I think it goes into S tier, to be honest. So we're going to put that. That's better. It's better than Scrabble. It's better than Taco Cat. I think Uno goes. Uno, if you have not gotten it, go and get it. It is a fantastic game. That being said, if you have a bunch of friends, get this one instead. Uno Teams, a fantastic game. This one is the newest one that came out a couple weeks ago, and it is incredibly fun. Yeah, you can play up to 8 players, which is crazy in Uno. And basically you're working with the other person without knowing what cards they have, which can get very messy very quickly as you're shouting at your partner to put down the right card and make sure we win without actually telling them. I had a blast whenever we played this in my engineering class. It was fantastic. It was very, very fun. So get it. I would highly recommend this, to the point where I would put this in S tier with Uno. In fact, I think it was more fun than Uno because you actually have to yell at each other even more. All these Uno games are going to be S tier half. Uno knows how to make good Uno games. Yes. Next up, Uno No Mercy. I haven't played this one much. I think I played this once. It's literally No Mercy. Just more cards, longer game, and you just gotta hope you get lucky. In terms of the other Uno games, I think it is worse. I'm gonna put an A tier. I think it deserves to be an A tier. It's pretty close. Expo Monopoly, I do think it's worse than Yahtzee though. I think it's worse than Ticket to Ride. Worse than Monopoly. Worse than that. I think it'd go right here. This is where I'd put Uno No Mercy. Get these first. Then after that, if you are very on the Uno train, you can check Uno No Mercy out. Up next, we have Uno Minecraft Edition. Yep, that's about it. It is literally Uno with Minecraft on it. I can't really tell you much different. Another game. Another marketing scheme. That's what it is. I would say, I mean, Uno is always going to be fun. But I'd put it in B tier down here. Get these, get the original. There's no point in getting the Uno Minecraft edition. Get the original and the Uno teams. Then, now we have a, actually no. Now we're getting back to another fantastic Uno. Uno Flip. This, I think, is an incredible game. This is, I think, the first one in the line of mixing Uno up. I would highly recommend it. Basically, it's like Uno, except you have to flip the cards over. Like, the cards are double-sided, and if you ever get that flip the whole deck over card, you play it, then you'd have to flip your hand around and hope you have good cards to play on the other side of the deck, and then you keep doing that again and keep switching until someone eventually wins. I think it's a very unique concept in a card game. I'm surprised no one had ever thought about that before. So, just like the rest, I think it deserves... I think it is... These two are better versions of the original Uno, but Uno were still pretty good. But I'd recommend these first, because I think they are more fun and add more depth if you've played Uno before. Now, we have the sequel to Uno. We have Dos. I don't remember this one as much because I've played the other Uno games, but it is a different game. It's not Uno. It's Dos. It is different. It has similar concepts, but it is different. Basically, in this game you add stuff. You have to add cards and to make other cards, and instead of whenever you say Uno when you're down to 1 card, you say Dos when you're down to 2 cards. Very fun, very, very original. But yeah, I would say it's not nearly as good as the original Uno. I would put it at oh, I forgot this must be again. That Moose Match. Moose Match Mayhem. Not as good as Taco Cat Gochi's Pizza, but it's still a fun game. So I'm going to put it here. That seems about right. Anyways, back to Dose. Dose. Right here. Yeah, that seems about right. Back to Dose though. Dose, I would put Dose. I just think it's a good original game. I think it's better than Uno No Mercy, but I think it's same type of deal. It's not as good as the originals type. Not as good. It's just not as good as the originals. That was the Uno segment of today's video. That's probably the most valuable use I would recommend if you have nothing to do and you're like, I need a board game quick or card game. Get these. These are fantastic. Okay. See. Next up is one of my personal favorites. Now this one is an expensive one, but it's a fun. It's a really heavy board game. Pirate game though, a very well made pirate game. And if you ever played Sea of Thieves, think of it like that. You have this huge deck, this huge board. And every person has a ship, and they can basically upgrade their ship. They can upgrade their ship or try to shoot other people down. So you add more cannons, add more sails, go faster, have more manpower, like treasure. It's literally just being a pirate in a board game. But they do a very good job of making it like that. It is hard to learn, however, so you'd have to spend a couple of games actually learning it. But I do think it is a very... I would put that in S tier. I really enjoy it. I think it's under all these, but I still think you should get it. It is a very good, complicated game. Takes a while to understand, but I would... If you like pirates, and you like playing as a pirate for 2 hours, get it. Okay. Next. Five Nights at Freddy's Nights of Fright game. This one, I think, is kind of cool. It is literally just Five Nights at Freddy's as a board game. They try to make it as similar as possible with adding a couple unique details. Get regular Five Nights at Freddy's, so the actual video game, but for board game adaptation isn't bad. One of the things I do appreciate are its unique characters, or like its unique items that come with it. Like this. It's a literal like popcorn bag. I've never seen a board game have that. I give this game credit because they actually did some couple unique things with it that made it stand out whenever I first opened it. And they also have these little Freddy figurines. See if I can. Oh, focus. Yeah. You have these like little figurines that also come with it. I think are really cute and really well made. So although it's in terms of board game, not the best, but in terms of what's in it, I think it's very well done, and goes with the fan base. Goes with the fan base really well too. So we're gonna put it up. Where is it? We're gonna put it up in A tier. I think solely for the game components and its uniqueness, it gets bumped up to A tier. It would be B tier, but I would put it in A tier at the bottom. I do think it is very good products, and it's very it's also worth the money you get. And I think it's cheaper than normal board games, like cheaper than $20 is usually the normal board game. But the components in it are very well done. So a special little place in my heart. Up next, I'm not sure if this is classic or not, but it's been around for a while. Splendor. It is I think it's a very unique game. It basically you have a bunch of gemstones and you have to collect cards based on your gemstones. So you collect 3 gemstones per turn and you basically have to buy cards to get points. And each card has special things, like each card is different, so it might be like a crystal card, a ruby card. And if you collect different cards, you could also collect people with it if you collect a lot of cards. I think it's very unique for whenever it first came out. I think no game was like it. But in terms of like compared to like these Titans, I think it's slightly lower. I would put it below those categories, but above Incoherent. I do think it's pretty good. I do think it's really good. This makes me want to move things around. I'm gonna put this right here and put these deserve a higher spot over Spotted. Yeah, that makes more sense. Anyways, yeah, Splendor is pretty good. I enjoy it whenever I play it. There's also another one of those games that I what's it called, that I had on my phone for a little bit. I used to play whenever I had time. Now it's like 10. Cool. Next up, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, the board game. As a board game, it's terrible. I would put it as another gag gift. But that being said, I do appreciate it. I appreciate the gags in it. So I would put it, I wouldn't put it in trash, but I would put it in don't get. This is another gag Christmas gift if you want to bring a board game to a white elephant or something. But still, don't get it for yourself. Just don't. Just get something better. Up next, guess what? Another pirate game. Except this pirate game is actually based off of Sea of Thieves. I'm pretty sure it's pretty similar. I don't think I've actually played it though. I don't think I've been able to play it. Have I played it? I might have played it. No, I'm gonna say I didn't play it. I didn't play it. I have it though. I got it. Sea of Thieves Voyage of Legends, but I haven't played it yet. I need to play it one day. That's one of those on the list. But based on the box and how it is, for whatever reason, pirate games are usually very well made. I don't know why, but they are. Or board games. Pirate board games are very well made. So I would say, though I didn't play it, I would check it out. I would say try it out somewhere, see if it is your what you like. Up next, Minecraft Heroes of the Village. This one, another Minecraft game, Ravensburger as well. This one I believe I got for like Christmas a year or two ago. This one, I think it is very similar to Minecraft, where you have to use blocks to build stuff and whatnot. However, I do think it is a little bit long, if I remember right. little bit tedious. So for that, I would put it in B tier, try it out. Maybe you like it, I don't know. I would put it under here. Yeah, right there. That seems about right. I would say try it out, see if you like it. If you're a Minecraft fan, you might want to get it. The Minecraft movie's coming out, coming out soon, a couple days over here. But yeah, try it out, see if you like it. I also think the rules were very hard as well. They're very hard to understand, so keep that in mind. Up next, classic game, the game of life, a very well-known game. However, in terms of gameplay, it's terrible. You just gotta collect cards and drive. That's about it. That's sort of the game. For that reason, I do think you need to play it. However, I wouldn't go out and get it. I would say, if you see it, hesitantly, maybe get it. But just for the sake of having the game of life, a classic board game. But it would be between B and A right here. So get these games first before you check out that one. You see it. Okay. You thought I was done with the monopolies earlier? I'm not. Monopoly Gamer Edition. The Mario Kart Gamer Edition. I had the other Monopoly Mario Gamer Edition. They actually made two of these, if I remember right. I don't know where my other one went, but this is the only one left. And a cool thing about this one that I did really enjoy was that whenever they released this, they also released little not gotcha, what's it called? Blind packs, blind boxes. We could collect extra characters for the game. So let me brag about my my accomplishments at getting them. You have all these extra pieces, all with their extra characters. That only this game. I've never seen them do any other game where they had extra components to just the base board game. And I applaud the Monopoly team and the Nintendo team for creating that. I think it's a very well designed thing. Now, in terms of the Monopoly part of it, I mean, it's just Monopoly with a couple characters. I do think it's simpler, so it's easier to play because it's a lot simpler. And I do actually am glad that they did that little gotcha thing. It is basically just regular Monopoly though. Nothing more, nothing less. But regular Monopoly with a couple of special characters that can do special stuff. That's about it. But compared to the other Monopolies, it's a lot better. I would rank it high. Okay. So we're going to put it I would put it in A tier. I think it is definitely a unique thing. I don't think you can get it anymore though. Especially those blind boxes. You definitely can't get those. But I would put it right here. Above Dose, but below Deadman. And this one I do think is still better. But I played this one a decent amount. And it was nice having all the different characters, so I could play a bunch of different characters for whatever you wanted to do. But yeah. Okay. See. I mean, might as well end it. We have the original Monopoly. Now, you never played Monopoly before? It's basically about collecting properties and making sure you get your stuff. Like collecting properties and getting money and bankrupting the other players. That's all Monopoly is about. Now, it's a very, very old game. In fact, this one, when was this one? This might have been 1998. This game might be 20 years old. I think it actually is like 20 years old because it's the deluxe edition of Monopoly with like wooden houses and stuff. But does it deserve S tier is the question. And as much as I'd love to say yes, I do think it goes into A tier only because it takes so long to play and it's very hard to finish a single game of Monopoly in one sitting. But I do think it is one of the classics that deserves its recognition. And if you don't have it, get it. You're not a board game person if you don't have it. But yeah. Okay. I guess that brings us to the even more classic game. Yes. Clue. This game, as you can see, this is the newer old edition. So they reprinted the old edition of Clue in just as like a 50th anniversary of it, I think, or something. Basically a deduction game. If you've never played it, you have 6 characters, you have like 10 rooms, and you have 6 murder weapons. And you have to basically guess who weaponed the what's it called? Who killed the butler? That's what I'm trying to solve. Who killed the murder with what weapon in what room and who did it? And every single person's all trying to figure it out all at once. Now, if you hate using your mind for a board game and you don't want to think too much, then this is definitely not the game for you. But if you do like thinking, I would recommend it. It's a very cool, hey, get it, hope, very cool, what's it called? Murder mystery game. Very cool, like Mafia style. Figure it out, Among Us type of deal, but the original, the classic. So I would put it in S tier. I would. Because I personally enjoy it. Better than Plunder, it's better than Scrabble. Not as good as Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza though. It's not. Close. It's very close. Okay. What's next? I think let's go through some of these ones. Now this one, another not board game. This one is another escape room type game. I would say that I haven't played it yet, but I usually like escape rooms, and Exit's usually a pretty decent escape room game at home. However, it's one-time use. In terms of board games, I would not get it. If you really want to spend money on an escape room, go to an actual escape room. But if you want a cheap one, then here you go. But I would say I wouldn't. Not trash, but I would not I wouldn't get it. Yeah. Just like Death at Dive Bar. Yeah. Running out of so much room over here. Okay. Make these piles. Look, almost done. We're almost there. Got most of it done. Next up is actually one of my favorites. It's Wonka Golden Ticket. It is a game just like Willy Wonka, the movie. You have to collect as much chocolate as you can and hope you can find the golden ticket. See all these chocolate bars down here? You basically, there's like 50 bars of chocolate. If I can show it. So all of these right here, it's literally all bars of chocolate, which is very, very cool. I really am glad about that. Like each one has their own little piece of chocolate in there, and one of them has a golden ticket. And so basically the whole game is you, what's it called? Collecting as much money as possible and collecting as much actions and as much ways as possible to get the most amount of bars, of chocolate bars. So throughout the game, you spend as much money to get the most amount of chocolate. And then once the last bar of chocolate has been taken, then you end the game and everyone starts opening their bars of chocolate until someone finds the golden ticket. And find the golden ticket, you win. It's very simple. It's very, very accurate to the movie, which I was very impressed about. Which, like, it's hard to get games that are very well made like that and have such unique mechanics like that. But this game definitely nailed it, and it nailed its part as Willy Wonka. However, much as I would put it in S tier, right around here. But there's one key thing that's putting in A tier. The setup. It's a one-time setup, but it's still a long time to you have to get a bunch of like flattened little boxes that hold the candy bars, that hold the chocolate, and you have to fold each and every single one. You have to fold like 50 of them so that they actually become little packets for bars of chocolate. That's the only downside, is it takes like 30 minutes to actually fold everything and make sure it works. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's very good, actually. Especially once you play it. It's not that hard to learn either. Okay. Next up. The Oregon Trail. Now, if you've heard of the video game, this is pretty similar to the classic Oregon Trail video game, except as a board game. Basically, just have to travel across Oregon. It is a dungeon crawler, so every time you move forward, new tiles pop up and like new obstacles and whatnot, and you just have to get through this trail and make it to Oregon. I do think it's very unique as a concept. I think there is a lot of components to it, if I remember right. And you have to look back at the rules a lot, which can be very infuriating. But I do think it is a good game. I'm gonna put that in A tier. Find it. Yeah. I would put it, I think it's lower than Yahtzee. I think it is better than Ticket to Ride. We're gonna put that right here. Right here, smack dab in the middle. So go check it out. If you see it, get it. Okay, fine. We can do a stack. Now, we have one one. Yahtzee. You never played Yahtzee? Roll a bunch of dice and hope for the best. That's literally Yahtzee. Roll 5 dice and see if luck is on your side. You score points based on how lucky you are. The classic, I think it deserves its recognition. It's very simple, it's very easy to pick up. But it is very luck-based. And that can hurt you a little bit more than it should. I do think it's a good game. I think it is above Monopoly. But this deserves to be above Monopoly too. Yeah, I think Yahtzee should go right here. So, yeah, if you haven't gotten it, get it. Another classic. Get the game. And roll until you win, win, win. All right. Next up. Next up, we have, I think, one of the more famous, if you are into complicated board games. Betrayal on the House on the Hill. Betrayal at the House on the Hill, I think. Now this is a more popular game. I think it is more well known. It is a very complicated one though. Incredibly complicated. You will have to look at the rulebook many times just for your first game. And for that reason, I'm going to put it at A. However, but just so you know how it goes, basically it's a dungeon crawler, or a tile builder. You basically have this house, and you basically keep going exploring this old creepy haunted house. And you basically have 2 parts to the game. The first part, you have to complete like a mission and get across the house or do something. However, the unique part about the second part is whenever one person becomes the traitor, and they then the second part of the game happens where there's one person against the rest of the team. So you start out as a team, but by the second act, your one of you is going against the other person. They have their own agenda and you have their own agenda, and you're basically going against each other. So similar to the Goonies at the beginning, except it transitions from everyone's working together to a lot of people working together and one person is not working together. Which is a very unique concept that I think, like Goonies, is one of the originals of it. So I would highly recommend it. This is the 2nd edition that I have. I believe the one in stores right now is the 3rd edition. I don't know what the difference is, but I do know there is a difference, especially artwork wise. So it's expensive, but I would say check it out. It is worthy of the A tier. That you should, you see it, check it out. I would put it right here. It would be S tier, but the rules just take too long to figure out, and that can be really annoying. Up next, Tuscany. I'm gonna be honest, I have not played this one, but this is what it looks like on the back. If you can see anything, basically you have this whole like little board in the middle, the circular board, and then you have a bunch of other components, a bunch of tiles. What I can see, but I haven't played it, so I don't know how it is. Check it out, see if you like it. Should play it. I do have it. I think it's good based on what I've heard and what I've seen, but I have not played it, so check it out. See it for yourself. Now here's a fun one. And messy one. This one is a Connect 4 Ping Pong Edition. So basically, I'm not going to do it because then all the balls will fly out, but you would, believe you do something like this. Please don't break, please don't. You know what, I'm not gonna even try. I know better than to do that. But you have this, you see these little stands right here. Place on the thing, you lift this here, and basically you'd have to throw these ping pong balls to people, and you just have to bounce it on and hope it lands inside. And you'd play Connect 4 off of it. It is a twist of the original. But I enjoy it. However, those balls will go flying. They will. There's nothing you can do about it. So I would say B tier. Check it out. Don't get it unless you really want to. Right here. See if you like it. Or probably what I would do is play it once, or play it at someone else's house and only play it at their house so that you never have to clean up or anything, even though you will. But yeah, very interesting concepts. Now, to go with it, we have Battleship Ping Pong Edition. The exact same premise, except you're playing Battleship and you have to bounce it over a barrier in the middle into the other person's side. Very similar concepts. Would you not want to open this? But I'd love for you to see it. But you have little boats that you have to try and land into those little boats with your ping pong balls. There's even a mine where if you land on it, then it's bad for you, much like the online version of Battleship. But similar to that, I think it's better. I think it's more fun. But I would still see if you like it before you get it. All right. Yeah, Battleship Shots, that's what it's called. I do think it's better than Connect 4 though. The Connect 4 shots. Battleship Shots I think is better, and I think it is more fun. Next. This is a game of Nightmare. If you've ever gone to school and if you've ever played this game, you'll know just how bad it can be. Especially if you've spent a long time on it. It's called 24. It is a very, very heavily math-oriented game. I not wish this upon my enemy. Basic idea is that you have 4 numbers on this card, and you have to basically use all 4 numbers to make the number 24. So like 6, so like if there's a 6, a 4, a 2, and a 3 on the card, you might say 6 plus 4 is 10, minus 2 is 8, times 3 is 24. And every card has different numbers, and you'll have to find 24 from it. However, there's harder and there's easy ones. And I have spent my whole, like, the people I've played with, including myself, have spent 30 minutes on singular cards, on 4 numbers, trying to solve it. And it is horrible. Do not try it. It is painful. And as you try so hard to get it, then once you realize the right solution, you feel stupid for guessing anything else. But when I'm telling you, you can spend like an hour or so on one card of this game. You know, this is not good. Nope, this is not good at all. So this, I would put this one genuinely in the trash tier. Oh wow. That was the card I said. That's weird. I did not plan that. Okay, like 6 plus 4 is 10, minus 2 is 8, times 3 is 24. Yeah. Yeah, that's going in trash. Don't play it. Don't get it. Give it to your enemy as a birthday present and say, have fun. Don't get it for yourself. Okay. Up next. Phase 10. Another classic game like Uno. Slightly different. The premise of this game is you have to collect you have your hand, and you have to complete 10 rounds and get the right number. You have like your hand and you draw cards, and you have to like the first round, you have to get 2 sets of 3. So you have like 8 cards in your hand, and you draw cards, discard cards. But basically, by the end, you have to get 2 sets of 3 in your hand and play it. Once you do, you move on to the next round. And then you go on to round 2, which is 1 set of 3 and 1 round of 4. You have to get a set of 3 of the same number of cards, and like a 4 card. It is learn for a long time to learn. So because of that, I would say try it out first. Do not get this game. Try it out at someone else's house and see if it's good. I put it right here. Try it out. Do not get this because it takes a long time. It's like Monopoly levels of long. Yeah. Okay. Deal or no deal. Card game. I got this a while back and actually played this on my first cruise. And so whenever we were bored on a cruise, we brought games and stuff. This is one of them. And it's literally a deal or no deal. You just have to you get 20 cases, you pick a case, and then you use fake money, imaginary money, to see if you get $1 million. Just like the game. Very accurate to the game. But I do think it can get boring really quickly. So I'd also put it in, try it out, see if you like it. Just try it out. Next up, classic games, card games. Go Fish and Old Maid. Now, these two very much complement each other. Got these at the dollar store a while back. Old Maid, you can play with the regular deck of cards, but Old Maid is basically you have one Old Maid in this deck and a whole bunch of pairs of people. So you have a bunch of people playing this game. They have all their hands and they have to get pairs of like 2 construction workers or 2 veterinarians, and you keep asking other people for those cards. However, you do not want to grab the Old Maid. The whole premise is that if you're left with the old maid at the end after once the cards have been drawn, you lose. It is a very simple, but I also think very boring game. So I would put that at F tier. I do think it's trashier than 24 though. So yeah, that's where Old Maid goes. Now, on the other side, we have Go Fish, a pinnacle of classics. If you ever played Goldfish or Go Fish, you have to get a bunch of pairs, and whoever has the most pairs by the end wins. So there's a bunch of fish in here, and you keep asking other people, hey, do you have a turtle? And if they say yes, then they give you that turtle and you put it down as a pair with your turtle. Or they say no and you go fish. You draw another card from the pile. Compared to Old Maid, I do think it is better. But not by much. I would say learn it with a regular pair of cards. See if you like it, but I would not. Don't ever buy this on your own. Get these games. It is cheap though. Let's see, $1. But yeah. Right there. All right. We're getting there. Yeah. Next one up. How to rob a bank. If you ever wanted to know how to rob a bank, this is the game for you. I do think it is very cheap, but I think for the price, it's also very well made, very well designed. You basically have a 3x3 room, and you have robbers and you have cops. Now, if you're a cop, you're trying to get rid of the robbers. If you're a robber, you're trying to evade the cops, as if you were robbing a bank. However, the mechanics in here are surprisingly complicated, but surprisingly simple to understand, which I think is very cool. So I would recommend it as you dodge cops, steal money, and get in the getaway car. I think it goes in A tier. If I can find it. A tier, where would it go? Where would it go? Where would it go? I think I'd put it in between Goonies and New York Zoo. I think that's the right place, but I highly recommend it. I think you see it at Target, it's probably going to be on sale. Get it. Yeah. Now, there's a certain part of my board game career where I got so many board games that we have to find rip-offs of others in order to keep getting new board games. Like this. You laugh, you're out. Now I'm not sure if you can understand how this game works. But I think it's really simple, very easy to pick up. Yeah, obviously if you laugh, you're out. But I think it's just a cheap game of like Incoherent or New Phone Who Dis. Just another stealing off of that idea. So I would say put it, I wouldn't put it in trash, but I would put it under National Lampoons. So yeah. Up next. This one, another deduction game. This one is the chameleon. As you can see, text is very faded. Or not faded, but purposefully built like that. In this game, you have a card, and you have like a couple people, and you basically you have this card, this 4x4 grid, and it could be like Disney movies, and you'd have like 16 different Disney movies, and everyone has their little card, and you shuffle the cards, you pass one out to everyone, and one of them says chameleon, while the others say like a grid. And then someone rolls the dice, and basically 4 out of like the 5 players know what the category is, like what the movie is. So like if it was Disney movies, let's say it was WALL-E, those 4 people would know that the Disney movie is WALL-E. But that 5th person, the chameleon, doesn't know. Their whole goal is to try and guess it. However, everyone goes around the table saying one word, and basically the chameleon has to hope that they can figure it out based on the one-word descriptions everyone gives. It's like, I would say for WALL-E, if I was one of the players, I would say space, because WALL-E applies to space. And then everyone go around, and if the chameleon figures it out, he'll say a word and tries to get rid of as much suspicion as possible. And if they win, then they win. The chameleon wins. If no one figures out that they're the chameleon. I think it's a very good game, very well designed. So I would put in A tier. I enjoy whenever we play it at like game nights. It's one of the more common ones that you can just pick up and play really easily. I'm gonna put it under Yahtzee Foot. Up next. Ah, this stupid light. Up next, The Godfather. Up next is The Godfather. Now, based on what I've seen, it looks interesting, but I have not played it. I got this for like $3 because it's on sale at Target. But I have not actually played it. So, I can't say anything on it. We're gonna just put that in didn't play and check it out. Maybe it's good. If you see it on sale, get it, try it out. But yeah. Okay. I think these are the last three card games in here. More like a non-exploding kittens card games. So first up, we have a mighty classic, Hippo. This one, much like Uno and Phase 10, is very old. And premise is you have to make a run of 12 and get rid of all the cards in your deck. That's it. So you start out with a hand of 5, and you basically have 4 piles in the middle that start out at 1, and you just have to keep going around the table and placing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and hope you can get rid of all your cards. I think it's very simple, but compared to other games, I think its simplicity actually kind of works a little bit. So we're gonna put that as, I'll put that as B, high B. Right here above Princess Bride, but I say try it out, see if you like it. Yeah, you could get it. It's pretty cheap, so it won't be that much. But Skippo was making a bunch of runs of 12 and hoping you get the right cards. Okay. Next up. Actually. Oof. Next up, we have Minecraft card game. This one is basically you collect a bunch of resources and build tools out of them and get points based on what you make. So like you make pickaxes, you can make swords, all that, and you get points based on what you make. It is, I don't think it's that hard to learn. I could be wrong. You get pieces of wood, you get pieces of a diamond, all the stuff, and you make a bunch of cards. And there's creepers that can blow up your stuff. They can be very, very mean. But I think it isn't that hard to learn. It's pretty simple, actually. And I would say I'd put it in B tier. It isn't the best game ever, but it's still pretty good. So we're gonna put that right next to the other Minecraft one. Yeah. And now this, I was debating whether to put in this tier list. But I think it deserves its spot. The classic, the original. The deck of cards. All 52 of them with 2 jokers. Range from hearts, diamonds, clubs, and hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. Let's be real, this is S tier. The deck of cards, the thing that started out every single game on this list, is 100% S tier. No questions asked. It's the birth of tabletop gaming in the world. Now, to go after that, we have Transformers playing cards, battle cards. This I got at Universal Studios. I saw it, I was like, huh, that's interesting. So I picked it up. It's basically 7 different games with a bunch of different Transformer cards, each with their unique things. It's not the same as a deck of cards, but I think it's pretty close. But yeah, just some other cards, playing cards, but Transformers edition. I think I'm gonna be real here. Don't get it. It's not worth the money at Universal, especially because of how expensive it was. I regret my decision. I have it on here. Yeah. Trash. Don't get it. Just don't. Save your money. Buy a butterbeer. Don't get the cards. Yeah. I think that's all the other card games, all the non-popular card games. Now, we're gonna go to more more what's it called? Fake games, rip-off games that are very cheap, but are not well thought out and cash grabs. Starting off, Brilliant BS. I've not played this one, but I can assure you, it's a ripoff. Get one of the other games in A tier. Second, unintended. Another game. Uh, so if you like it, another ripoff. Well, I would say get Incoherent. Um, get Incoherent over this. Next up, We're Not Really Strangers. And guess what happened with this one? Boom. I played it. Probably a ripoff. Music was music. Okay. Lastly. Not lastly. Close. Moose Master. It is different. I will say that. Apparently, I have not played it, but apparently you make up rules and you redraw rules and you have to follow them for the rest of the game. I've also not played this, but out of all the other ones, I think this one you might want to check out. I'm not sure. This one might be in the rough. Ooh. I'm not sure if this is a ripoff or if it's like an actual. Oh no, it's an actual game. From What Do You Meme? That's the people who made that one. Called Comment Below. Like the other games. Comment below. Just like the other games. Just put a comment below a picture, and whoever has the funniest comment wins. Simple, just like the rest. So, I think I might have played it. I'm pretty sure I played it. If not, I know exactly how to play it. I would say get the other games first. If you like these games, then you probably like that one. But I'm not sure. Go check it out. Next up. Next up, we have a classic again. Boggle. The game where another word game. You have to make as many words as you can in like 60 seconds. So you shake this, a bunch, like 16 different letters pop up, and you have to basically connect to them, make words out of them. Diagonally, horizontally, laterally. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Try to make as many words you can in 60 seconds. Another word game, but I think it's not that bad. I think you should check it out. Actually, I think no. Check it out, see if you like it. I think it's pretty good though. I'll put it right here. But yeah, just check it out, see if you like it before you actually get it. Okay. Next up, another part of the series of I just have this, so I'm gonna rank it too. Here are creature cards for D&D. I don't know how good they are. I didn't play with these. I'm sure if you've done D&D, you already know whether you need these or not, whether you use these. But I have them. I just do. So, Next. Next. Next up, we have the rest of the trilogy. Next up, the Holy Trilogy. Cards that we've already done. Dominoes and dice. These are the holy grail of board gaming. You have dice in every game. Dominoes are what you played a long time ago, and cards are also in every game. So let's rank them. Now, dice as obviously are very important, but I'm going to rank a specific game. Liar's Dice. You never played that? You basically grab 5 dice in your hand, and you basically have to say, I have 3 threes. And you're either telling the truth or you're lying, and the person next to you has to decide whether you're telling the truth or you're lying. I personally love Liar's Dice, especially the scene in Pirates of the Caribbean. I think it's done phenomenally. Let's be honest, dice in general as well. They're S tier. They are. And next, we have dominoes. The classic tile thing. I don't even know what you call a domino. What is a domino? I don't even know. But basically, a whole bunch of different games you can play with dominoes. I live in Texas, so I know the game 42, if you've ever heard of it. I play that a lot with my uncles and stuff, but dominoes are another pinnacle of the gaming world. And like the rest, they deserve to go up here as well. They're above Liar's Dice, though. They're above the dice. There's cards, dominoes, dice. Simple, very effective. Okay. Let's some board games. Okay. Next up, Cards Against Humanity. Another one of those play a card, everyone responds to a card games. However, I think this one is a good one if I remember right. It's the same thing as everyone else, but I think these ones are witty. I think it's a classic as well. It's one of the same ones as everyone else. So we're going to put in B tier, probably next to New Phone Who Dis. Makes sense, they're both similar games. Next up, Jenga. This is another classic. Jenga has been here for a long time. A very long time. Bunch of blocks of wood, stack them all up, pull them out. That's the premise of Jenga. If you're not playing Jenga, play it. I think it is fun, it's quick, and it's easy. So I'm gonna put an S tier. I think Jenga is one of the better games up there. I think it's better than Scrabble. I think it's better than Clue. Yeah, Jenga, the tower building game. One more before we head to the final section. Okay. We have Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, another deck building game. It's I think it's a very well designed game, and it's very replayable. There's 7 levels, cover all 7 stories, all the books. And when I can tell, when I tell you, it gets hard. It gets hard. It gets incredibly hard. Even with like 4 people, even with 2 people, it's still hard. The 5th level, 5th, 6th, and 7th level are incredibly hard, and I've played this game many times. But I do think it is a very good game. Very good deck building game. We have to basically make a deck with spells, people, or wizards, or witches, and items, and you have to defeat all the bad people from all the different books. I think it's very good. I highly recommend. In fact, I believe it is a very, very good deck game. Not as good as Plunder, but I still think it is S tier. It is very, very well done. I highly recommend it. And with it is also one of the DLCs to it. There's multiple. I only have this one, which is the I think is this the the Monster Book of Monsters expansion. This one I haven't been able to finish the other games, so I haven't been able to get into this game because I still have to beat all 7 books of the original. But so I can't say, but I'm assuming it's as good as the original. I wasn't didn't play. All right. Final section of this 112 rank board game. We have the Exploding Kittens lineup. Let me bring them all. I am a Exploding Kittens fan. I think they make incredible games that are all usually very, very fun to play. So, it's only fair that we start with the original. Even though I don't have the original, I definitely don't have the original. I definitely do have the original. Definitely. Yep. I definitely have the original. I definitely have the original. This is not the party pack. This is definitely the original. So, this is Exploding Kittens. If you've never played Exploding Kittens, basically, you have a bunch of cats, each with a bomb strapped to them. Or no, that's incorrect. That's lore inaccurate. Each cat has figured out a way to accidentally set off a bomb. Via laser pointer, via belly rubs, all that. This is what started their whole shtick, is collect 3 cards and use them. Whether that be collect 3 taco cats, collect 3 watermelon cats, collect 3 bearded cats. Basically, you collect 3 cards and you're able to use them to either steal other cards or avoid drawing from the deck. Because the more you draw from the deck, the higher chance you get of pulling an exploding kitten. And the only way you can get rid of an exploding kitten is by defusing it. You have diffuses, you have exploding kittens, and you have regular cards. The regular cards are all used to make sure you don't draw the exploding kitten. However, if you do draw the exploding kitten, you can use the diffuse to put it back wherever you want. And however, if you run out of diffuses, then well, then you're screwed, and then the cat does explode and you're out of the game. Very unique concept. #1 most backed Kickstarter ever. I think is crazy. They raised like $7 million just for this game for Exploding Kittens. This This is the party pack. It's up to 10 players, but it's just like the original, and the original deserves S tier. I would put it under Uno. I'd put it under Uno of Taco Cat. Very good game. Now, like I said, I'm a fanatic of the game. I have a lot of expansions for the game, including Good vs. Evil, which I think is a Netflix show at this point. Basically, it's an expansion. If you know Exploding Kittens, I believe it's literally the exact same with different cards, with new cards. Just an expansion, just literally just an expansion to the original. So I think it goes an A tier. Every expansion is good in this game. Here, expansion, more cards, better gameplay. Next up, we have Barking Kittens. Now this one I think is more fun because you have a little hat that you can wear. That you have to wear that holds cards, so if you get the Barking Kitten, you have to get all the cards in the hat, I believe is how it goes. Another expansion, same type of deal. New cards, but a little bit better because it has a hat. And we all love hats, don't we? So, it's above Good vs. Evil. Hey, guess what? Another expansion. Zombie Kittens. Same thing, another expansion, new cards, except with Zombie Kittens, which are Zombie Kittens, new mechanic. I don't think I've actually played this one, but they're there. Got those Zombie Kittens. I think the exploding kittens die, but they come back to life, is I believe the premise. So I haven't played it, so I'm going to put it down here, but another expansion. However, in terms of the most bang for your buck in the Exploding Kittens line, I recommend getting the Exploding Kittens Recipes for Disaster. It is a game that holds a ton of different expansions in a cone of shame. You basically have a bunch of different recipes, a bunch of different game modes you can play with Exploding Kittens. Like, it's very clever, very well done. And I would say that it probably is better than the original because of all the different cards you can have. I would put it above the original because it's just a lot more playable and a lot more replayable, and even more so than the original Exploding Kittens. A drink. Next up, we have Taco Cat, spelled backwards. Now this isn't an Exploding Kitten game. This is just made by them. This is a 2-player game where it's all a bunch of palindromes. Because Taco Cat spelled backwards is Taco Cat, or like race car spelled backwards is race car. So it's a bunch of cards with palindromes. And you basically move your Taco Cat across the board and hope that you can reach the other side of your opponents. But yeah, neat game. Highly recommend 2-player. I think it's more of a math game too. Not as good as the original Explainkins, but still a good game. We're gonna put that. Where will we put that? Put them with the rest. Oh, a lot of these Explainkids game I got because of a little of a deal they have on their website, where it is, what's it called? Where they had these mystery boxes, and they still have those mystery boxes where they send you 5 random Exploding Kittens games. And I got one for cheap, and I got like my money's worth 100, like probably like 150%. So if you ever see those on sale, get them. They are worth it. Next up, a little wordy. This game has it's another word game, but you basically have to, you make a word on your little card, and your opponent has to guess the word. It's another 2-player game. So basically, you buy vowels, you can buy little hints, you can figure out how long the word is or what's the last letter. And your whole goal is to just guess the other person's word. Same thing as Taco Cat, spelled backwards. Another good game, but not as good as Exploding Kittens. With that, I would put it over Taco Cat. As much as I love Taco Cat, it's not as good as a little wordy. Next up, we have a game of cat and mouse. This one is basically a pinball machine. However, it's not that great. I'm gonna be honest. It's not that great. Is it fun? I think so. I remember it was fun, but not nearly as good as the others. So we're gonna put that one in B tier. Let's see. I'm gonna put it next to the shots. I think it's lower than the shots, but still relatively decent. So we're gonna put that right there. Now, this one is a good one. Throw, avocado. Don't mind this. This is a dog's doing. If you ever heard of Throw burrito, this is its brother. It's throw avocado. Same premise, same exact things, except you're throwing avocados. Basically, match 3. You make a card to trying to match what's it called? 3 cards to create a battle. So like 3 dual battles. You have to collect 3 of those cards to initiate an avocado battle, an avocado duel. And you keep doing that, and whoever wins those duels gets points, and you win. I'm be honest, it's fun checking avocados at each other. Truly. So I would probably put it in S tier. I think it's very fun. I do love throwing avocados at each other. Second to last, we have their second newest game, without fail, I believe. Basically, this game has a bunch of random components, and you have to do a bunch of random challenges in order to win. Yeah, but the unique part about it is that you have to, your friends basically bet on how good you are at a challenge without actually seeing the challenge. All you can see are the components, and you have to guess what the challenge is, and then guess how well your friend's gonna do. And by guessing how well your friend's gonna do, you're gonna raise how hard the challenge is. And so you gotta make sure you don't make it too hard, but you can't make it too easy. And so it's like a game of deceit a little bit as well. I haven't actually played it, but I'm sure it's good. Chances are it is good. just like the rest. But I haven't played it, so I'm gonna put it right here. And lastly, number 112. We have Let's Hit Each Other with Fake Swords. This is a what's it called? This one's a fun one. I really enjoyed hitting my friends with fake swords. Basically, it's just like the other one. It's another Connect 3, except with swords. And just like Throw Throw Avocado, you have basically hit each other with fake swords. You make different games, and you have to basically collect 3 cards of each in a unique way in order to have a sword fight, to have a sword duel. And each sword duel has their own rules based on what cards you pick up. Like a 20-second duel, or like there's a rule called over your head, where you have to start by throwing the sword over your head and catching it and then fighting with it. And you just gotta hit the other person. Whoever gets the most points wins. I highly recommend it. I think it's very fun. So without further ado, number 12 goes S tier right above Avocado. And with that is all of our board games ranked S. So these are all the games that I say you buy today and get it tonight and tomorrow and play it the next day. These are all stuff you 100% need to get. A tier is ones that if you see at the store, get it. Don't go out of your way to get it, but still, these are all pretty decent games that you should definitely consider. B is stuff I would recommend playing at a friend's house or playing at like a game store. Don't get it until you actually enjoy it. D tier, these games, just don't get them. If you want to waste money, get them. They do have their purpose, but they're not as fun or as good as the rest of these. And finally, F is trash. Never ever get these. These are absolutely horrible. Do not get them. And these ones, I haven't played. So if you've played these ones, leave a comment and tell me how good it is, because I've never played them and I need to play them. I have them, but I haven't played them. So yeah, that's all. That's too many board games all ranked all at once. Just over 3 hours. So that's it. That's all the board games. If you enjoyed, like the video, subscribe, all that jazz. Also come visit me on Twitch, where I'll do fun stuff like this. But yeah, anyways, bye now. Have fun. See you later.